The kitten was the first to notice something had changed. She stepped into the garden slowly, nose twitching, eyes wide. The soil they had planted days ago looked different now, darker, softer, alive. She leaned closer, whiskers brushing the earth. Something tiny was there. A small green sprout pushed its way up, brave and delicate. The dog walked over and sat beside her, tail wagging gently as if he understood exactly what this meant. He didn't step too close. He didn't disturb the soil. He simply stayed, guarding the little green promise they had made together. The kitten tapped the ground carefully, then pulled her paw back, choosing patience instead of play. She sat down and purred, a soft sound meant only for the garden. The human knelt nearby, smiling. Water was poured slowly, sunlight warmed the leaves, and the garden felt like it was breathing. The dog lay down in the shade, watching. The kitten curled beside the sprout, as if keeping it company. They waited together. No rushing, no pulling, no asking the garden to grow faster. That day, they learned something important. Some things grow because they are loved quietly. Some things bloom because they are given time. And as the sun moved across the sky, the kitten, the dog, and the tiny sprout shared the same peaceful truth. What you plant with care always finds a way to rise. The sky looked different that morning. Gray clouds rolled in slowly, and the air felt heavy with rain. The kitten stepped into the garden and stopped, ears twitching. She looked up, then back down at the tiny sprout growing bravely from the soil. The dog followed her gaze. Rain began to fall, soft at first, then stronger. The kitten hurried closer to the sprout, standing over it as if her small body could shield it. She didn't move, even when her paws grew wet. The dog stepped in gently. With careful paws, he nudged a small leaf and a piece of bark closer to the sprout, creating a little cover. He lay down beside it, blocking the wind, calm and steady like a quiet wall of safety. The human watched with a smile and placed a light cover over the plant, letting water through but protecting the fragile stem. The kitten sat beneath it, eyes half closed, trusting that everything would be okay. Rain tapped softly all around them. They waited together, kitten, dog, and sprout, listening to the rhythm of water and patience. When the rain finally slowed, the clouds began to part. Sunlight peeked through, touching the leaves and warming the soil again. The sprout stood taller than before, stronger from the storm. The kitten purred. The dog wagged his tail once. That day, they learned something important. Growth doesn't mean never facing storms. It means being protected while they pass. And in that small garden, love proved it could shelter anything that was still learning how to grow. The rain was gone. Morning sunlight slipped gently into the garden, warming the soil and drying the leaves. The kitten stepped outside first, moving slowly, as if she didn't want to disturb anything. She stopped suddenly, eyes wide. Something new had appeared. The sprout they had protected now stood taller, stronger, and at its tip a tiny bud had formed, not open yet, but ready. Waiting, the dog came over and sat beside her, tail wagging softly. He didn't jump or bark. Somehow he knew this moment needed calm. He leaned forward, sniffed the air, then looked at the kitten as if to say, "We did this." The kitten circled the plant carefully, her tail flicking with excitement. She sat down close but not too close, choosing patience again. A soft purr escaped her, steady and proud. The human joined them, smiling quietly. As the sun climbed higher, the bud slowly opened, just a little, revealing the first hint of color. The kitten tilted her head, mesmerized. The dog lay down nearby, guarding the moment like he had guarded the seed and the sprout. No one rushed, no one touched. They simply watched. That morning, the garden gave them a gift, not just a flower, but proof. Proof that care matters, proof that patience works, proof that when you protect something together, it grows stronger. The kitten stretched in the sunlight. The dog sighed contentedly. And in that small garden surrounded by leaves and light, they understood. This wasn't just a plant that had bloomed. It was the love they had planted, finally showing its color.